Wow, I really can't believe I did this. I really put him in. Bro, he's not frozen yet. How am I supposed to get a huge happy computer without this luck? This gives me 50 times more luck than enchants and potions. I better check up on him later on. I also heard that Noodle has like 20 huge happy computers, and I'm upset because he has more than I do. Well, he came back to his booth. How do you do it, Noodle? How do you hatch more than I could ever hatch on Pet Simulator 99? And how do you have 999 billion gems? You're the richest player on here. You don't even want to look at me because I'm so poor. So with Pet Simulator 99 rolling out the brand new update and with the unveiling of getting 1 million free happy computers out for free to players all over the world, meaning every single person has a chance to get one of these at some point. Now, Saturday did hold a lot of bugs and a lot of issues when it came to hatching one of these guys. You cannot hatch and you cannot auto farm at the same time, so a lot of people had a bit of a late start when it came to actually hatching these. But that is not what the issue is. That technically there really isn't any issue, but more of a little bit of a theory and a speculation based on the PCs itself. Now, as you guys can tell, there's already a little bit past 500,000 of these within a span of 4 days. So obviously, probably by the end of this week, or even less depending on how many people are putting alts in the game to hatch one of these, we might see this max out and they will no longer be available. But what I'm kind of curious is, I decided to log in one day, and within the first 10 minutes of not having any potions and not having any enchants, I was able to hatch one of these. This is a very interesting theory, and I don't know if it's 100% factual because I found it on Twitter. So the Twitter post states, huge happy computers are 1 in 191,000 to hatch. So you have a 1 out of 200,000 basically to hatch one of these. Now, it kind of does somewhat reflect based off on how many I'm seeing. I want to say every 2 minutes or even less, you'll see somebody hatch one of these. Now, remember, this is all RNG, meaning that it's going to be randomized and how good your luck is in a server and stuff. So it's a numerical amount, so it depends on how lucky you are, basically. But what is a little controversial about it is having any of the game passes, meaning the luck 1, luck 2, enchants potions do not change its chance. It is all the same. So everybody has the same chance to hatch one of these, whether you have game passes or if you are using potions. So basically every day I get at least one happy computer, whether it's gold or whether it is just a natural base colored one that's just neutral. So during this whole process too, I just so happened to hatch one of these. I was the first one to hatch a huge shiny bee. And this was before it was even on the board too. So this was actually very shocking to me because I was scared and I didn't know where he came from. So he just came out of nowhere and he chose me as his new mother. So yeah, this is really interesting because number one, if I were to use my luck potion here, if I were to use all of my books, granted if they all stack properly, then we're looking at 825 extra additional points in order to actually put against getting a huge. Now, well, this huge PC, because it doesn't technically act as an active huge because it's the same for every single egg. You can go to any egg and you're able to hatch this no matter what. I choose to do the last one because not only am I able to get one of these, the active huge if anything, but I'm also able to get any of these things here. Another thing I wanted to talk about too is you have a higher chance of actually hatching one of these than you do this thing. I have not hatched one of these that were rainbow. This, right now, to me, is a harder hatch than the computer. Everything else I have been able to hatch perfectly fine because of my passes and everything, like my luck 1 and luck 2 game passes, my potions and all that other stuff, right? But M6 prototype rainbow, I have not been able to hatch one singular one. And you could tell based off of just the base amount that are in the game, there's 167 right now inside of the game, versus, I don't know, 500, 600,000 of computer. So I'm kind of curious to see where this numerical amount this person got this from, because it almost feels a little accurate for some reason. So if we were to do some math real quick, right? We have a 58% chance to get the husky, 29% to get the bat, 11% in order to get the bear, 1% in order to get the yeti. And I'm assuming that if we were going to go based off of this is probably a 0.5%, and this is probably a 0.1. And this we have no idea, but if it's literally going to be 1 in 191 chances in order to get it, if somebody is super smart, wait, obviously more smarter than I am because I can't figure out the math for that percentage rate, I don't know. Maybe like a 0.2%. I'm not 100% sure. And then obviously there's this one, but you know, we already know what the chances of getting one of these are. 1 in bajillion chances. So I'm kind of curious because I'm able to hatch 4 of these just fine, and obviously the entire servers that everybody's in are able to get one of these, but this little M thing is just like basically non-existent at this point. And if you were to buy it in the trade hub, you would have to pay a little over $1 million in order to buy it. And they are going down, granted, but does kind of tell me that the hatch rate for PC is a lot less forgiving than M6. So what I'm trying to get at is, I wonder if this person is actually correct in order to hatch a huge happy computer. 1 in 191,000 chances to hatch this. Because if I'm able to hatch one of these once a day and not even see one rainbow of M6 prototype, then I am genuinely curious to see what you guys personally think. Do you believe this is an accurate numerical hatch rate? Or do you think it's just a bunch of hooey baloney? Because I'm wondering if it's true or if it's just a fake amount. Let me know down in the comments down below whether or not you think this is real, or if you think this is a fake number for clout. I also have to pull out my Shadow Griffin because I shoved it in the freezer for good luck, and I honestly really forgot about it, and oh my god, dude, I gotta pull it out. No way. I don't think it froze. Oh my gosh, it's so cold though! Oh no! No way that this actually happened. What a bunch of hooey. I thought I was gonna get a huge. I want a huge happy computer. Why did you not give me a huge happy computer? You lied to me. I thought you would freeze and you did not freeze. Can I have a huge happy computer because you told me that I was gonna get one, please? Can I have a huge happy computer or another cool happy like thing, or a huge pet in the last egg? I think he's hibernating. He's hibernating. Great. And now I have to go to council because I put my Shadow Griffin in the freezer. Listen, I did not mean to put my thing inside of there. I forgot about it when I was recording and I thought I took it out. No. I know. I'm sorry. I forgot about it. It won't do it again. I'm sorry. Yeah, sure. I can do my outro right now. Apologize. Oh my gosh, okay. Alright guys, well I'm gonna go ahead and end my video here. I have to apologize to my Shadow Griffin because he's crying now apparently because he's cold. So I have to make him hot cocoa and wrap him around and put him to bed, and hopefully he does not cry more. Until then, again, you guys can leave your comments down below on what you think this whole theory is on hatch rates for a huge happy computer, and I will see you guys in the next video. Are you happy?